And we should be getting... There we go. Everything's off. The most important part of the race. Everybody knows series station. If you have a bad time here, it will leave you feeling very blue. So nothing much going on here. They're just basically wanting to stop close enough to the door, but not right in front of the door, so they can have a little more speed going through. And basically that's series in a nutshell. This, and then Steam's jump into Ridley, win, explode thing. And then Samus gets a taste for blood and wants to blow up a planet instead of a space station. Basically the plot of the game. Nutella with the Japanese text. So, I kind of joke. Series is not really that important overall. It's a very small, brief segment. There are certain times you kind of want to look for. You don't want to get anything below 40 for sure. And a good time would probably be somewhere around like 45, 46 or higher. Decent time, looking over 44 or something. Can't not make out at all what Diddy's time was, but that was probably over 40. So, not a complete disaster for either runner there. And now the run can actually begin. We've got a planet. I like how the game frames it. You see, Samus just blew up the space station. There's all these little asteroids, whatever. So why would you build a space station there? Stupid. Anyway, that's why there's a big hole in the station, because that's where an asteroid hit it. So yeah, Samus is like, oh, that looked cool in my rearview mirror. I'm going to try that on a planet. And I did not see earlier. We'll see if either runner is using the Moonfall tech. Which looks like Nutella is not. I would have to say that is the superior choice. Moonfall is pretty bad. Also, Diddy is also not using it, so good job. So both runners, they're going to want to do a couple things right at the start here. Get Morph Ball, get the one missile, head up to BT, do things, and then explore more. There's some minor things they will be trying. You will see runners throughout this whole tournament on the elevators. You'll often see them using an angle button before either going up or down the elevator. And that's because elevators are weird, and you can actually trigger them much easier off an angle animation. So that's a fun little fact. So both runners getting missiles, heading out. Going back up the elevator, and you'll see the angle button. You could see Nutella there was not really fully on the elevator, was not centered at all. That's what the angle button does. It basically allows Samus to warp her body onto the middle of any elevator platform she so chooses. Got some nice ground dabs? Down grabs by Nutella. And looks like Nutella's going for a wall climb. There's a couple of strats in the old escape shaft here. There's a ledge grab strat, and then there's the wall climb, and then there's my strat, which is flail all over the place and hope you make it. But both runners here seem to be getting up that pretty good. BT is, as always, the best boss because its face blows up. The runners are going to try to not have that happen, though. They're going to do that by counting their shots. Super Metroid teaches math better than my algebra class did. So they're going to try to manipulate BT to jump back, shoot his little Chozo orbs without losing energy. That'll mean the orbs will drop nothing but missiles. As you see Nutella there, getting a good thing. And just like that, 5 power beam shots, 7 missiles. That's what their goal is. He did take a little damage there still. Not quite full missiles, but that's not a big deal. As long as you have at least 3, you're okay. You won't need to slow down for anything. And BT, it's a really weird, silly... Oh, and having enough missiles to get through there. Good job. But the enemies don't always have a, I guess, timer on their hurt box. Or invincibility frames, I should say. Might be a better way to put it. BT and GT do, because of reasons. So you can't just spam shots into them and have it hit them. And especially, BT could throw you off a little bit when you're first trying to figure that one out, because when his stomach blows up, that's an even longer invincibility period that you can't do any damage. So sometimes you could lose a missile or two trying to finish him off, because you're in the pattern of what would normally take. Then his stomach blows up. He's like, ha ha, my stomach's gone, you can't hit me. That's basically all that is. And so Nutella coming up here on the OG Spo skip and getting the mock ball across. And this allows them to get the supers, which basically allows any run to happen. So got bodied by that waiver a little bit. And Diddy's going to be trying the same thing here. And nailing it as well. So now neither runner has to visit Spo. They can go straight to Charge Beam and advance from there. Charge Beam is a required item. They need it to shoot things. Getting a nice energy drop there from that lettuce leaf. So that super door is the reason why you need supers to really get anywhere in anything. And I definitely think both of these runners are going to be doing the old route. Which means they are going to be going down, fighting Kraid, and things and stuff. And Kraid has some fun things as well. He can stand up if he hasn't skipped leg day, and if he has, he just kind of falls back on the ground. Oh, Tella trying to go for the fast blocks of superage there, not quite getting it. So this music is... Thanks, chat. Talk about music. Messed everything up. Yes, this music is great. No, that particular room was a defeat all enemies room. There's not very many in the entire game. There's a couple. Diddy making his way into the locked room as Nutella setting up here, it looks like, for the quicker quick kill on Kraid, in which he exploded into the ground. But that gives them various suit for all that hard work of beating a giant lizard that did not eat its breakfast. So they turn into cheddar cheese, and now they won't melt in hot areas. He's picking up his various suit. There is an optional energy tank here, which Nutella is opting to skip. That is often the safety energy tank of choice for runners, because it basically gives you the extra 100 energy for the majority of the run. We'll see what Diddy does, and if Nutella manages life without that energy tank. Also nice catching that Nova before it falls down, otherwise you waste more time. And Diddy is opting for the energy tank. It's a very, very nice thing to have, but not required. So the runners are going to clean up some in Norfair, and then they're going to head out. They're going to get their bubble sightseeing in, grab some boots, say hello, and then leave. This route is mean to Norfair. Oh, and Diddy's stream there was kind of freezing up, and couldn't see if he got the Nova, so he could open up that locked door. I guess we'll find out. And Nutella wisely balling up there to not get knocked down by the pumpkin. It does look like Diddy did get the Nova there, so now Diddy is going to be running around collecting these same things Nutella is going to be grabbing in here. And next up is Speed Booster. It lets you run and do things. It also makes lava rise. But you have boots now, so you're safe from lava. That's okay. It's just molten rock. It can't really keep up with you. And farming up to full ammo. Interesting. He might want the full ammo because he doesn't have as much energy to mess around with. The idiot looked like did not quite have the jump there for the pumpkin, but getting there that time with a pseudo screw attack. And Nutella getting through double chamber, which is basically the biggest garbage room in the game. It's just bad. But he does pick up Wave Beam, and with that, he is going to be getting out of Norfair for the time being. He's going to head up to Wreckship and do stuff. Not quite getting his morph right there, so he bounced up a little bit. And Diddy also farming up to full ammo. Interesting. That was a nice super drop there for Nutella. Novas have a decent super drop rate. Not the highest in the game, but it's for a regular enemy, they're fairly high. Every now and then like that, you can get fortunate. That's just one less super he'll need to farm for later. Oh, and getting mauled by the yapper. Also, one of the most frightening enemies, if you've ever gotten grabbed while shine sparking, which is possible. The game does not like that. Let's see this red tower here. And getting up and through first try, not a problem. That red tower climb is... it makes me feel bad. Red tower is a terrible room for a lot of new runners or old runners like me. I guess I should call myself a walker, not a runner. I'm not quite getting the damage boost on the way back, but... So, powerbomb count very early on. It does actually have some importance. That's why Nutella was staying down there. He just opened the door there for later. But staying down there to grab a extra powerbomb drop off the caterpillar there, that's kind of important. There are a couple of crabs coming up that have a fairly high drop rate on power bombs in this next room, but it's not guaranteed. So that's... so yeah, like that. So he would have been stuck at 2 power bombs, and you have to use one here to open the power bomb door on the right, which would have left him only a single power bomb, which, depending on your Fantoon strats, that's not going to cut it. If you're going for X Factor strats, you need at minimum 2. So that was a good safety to stay down and grab one by the caterpillar. I might actually try that at some point, because my last race I did not have the power bumps. But yeah, that's hopefully... also, that's a lovely Samus Eater there. It's hopefully the only powerbomb pack the runners will be getting. There's potentially a second, depending on need in Lower Norfair. Oh, not quite getting the speed ball into Fantoon there. So yeah, Di10Kong opting to not stay down by the zeros, so we'll see what happens with his power bombs here. But Nutella's going to be into Fantoon now. Everybody's favorite elephant. He hangs around, he opens his eye and does stuff. And this looks like it's going to be a slow pattern to start. Fantoon's got wonderful RNG where it's either fast, mid, or slow patterns. And there are 2 per round. And now Nutella hit him when he first opened his eye, so that prevented the second round from going. And again, right there. Because he does... that was also very nice mix there. There's an invisible round where he'll either also do fast, mid, or slow pattern. So that's... preventing that from happening is a really good thing. That was a really nice Fantoon fight, and he's got decent ammo there. And it looked like Di10Kong got his power bombs up just fine. But also getting the speedball into Fantoon. And what'll likely be the last super pack for both runners here. Now all he's got to do is head up the ship, do the attic, which is another one of those enemy locked rooms. Except there's quite a few enemies in here. Gonna lay that power bomb there, take a shot. All those things are dead. And nice recovery there. Not quite as smooth as he was hoping, but that was still a really nice recovery to get through that. Diddy's not quite in danger yet. He does want to be a little bit aware of his energy. But making it through. Nutella getting the bowling spark here. At least getting it charged and getting the spark. So that's a nice little break there. Jozo dude is just gonna stare at you and just be like, oh, I feel like taking a walk. And then he gets tired and he's done. But the reason we come here in this route is for the gravity suit, which is what we kind of need for speed in both Meridia and Lower Norfair. And it also reduces the damage the players take as well. Also looks like Diddy might be farming an extra atomic or two. Okay, yeah, I got it. They're pretty good at dropping 20 energies, so that's also a nice couple of power bomb drops there for Nutella. Again, power bombs. Oh, and Diddy also not quite getting that room. Gonna have a little bit of a harder time in the attic here. But making it through, should be fine going back and grabbing his gravity suit. So once again into the red tower. And then leaving red tower. Yes, DD is also getting that spark there. Good job there. DD is doing back-to-back races. So this is his warm-up. Yeah, power bombs still being vitally important. Nutella using the one right there to break the tube. There is another that's required to get into the whatchamacallit room. I don't know what people call that room. It's got the snails. Their actual name is yards because why not? But you need one there, and then you want one more at least for Batwin. Let's also get another power bomb off the crab. I think he was probably hoping more for an energy drop off of that crab. He's good on power bombs, so he should be just fine. So yeah, that's last one there. You need two for Meridia, at least the tube and that spot there. You really want the third for Batwin though. Set up the X Factor. If you get the X Factor right off the start, that's 4 supers worth of damage. It's kind of nice to have. And I think 1 or 2 of those particles didn't hit. Maybe they did. Batuun's hitbox is great. Also, Nutella making a decision here not to use the last super. He needs at least one super to get into Dragon. You really want two because there's a Ghidorah you want to use a super on as well. And Batuun, as always, with the drops that everybody dreams of. The worm is alive, and it hates you. Even in death. The worm is alive and hates you. Even okay, yes. It made sense in my head. So yeah. Till I'm making that quick farm stop, pick up one more super. Worth it to grab that super there. Also looking to do full halfy and got the quarterly instead. A little too high on that spark. And here's the super door. It looked like he was trying to get another super off those Metroids. So Dragon is a fun sea creature. It's full of badness. Runners are going to want to do a combination of sparks, shots, SBAs, anything that does damage as fast as possible. That was a good start there by Nutella. That's a good gunk phase as Diddy's going to be coming up on Batuun here. And that was a really, really clean Dragon fight by Nutella there. And getting his blue suit. Oh, and little low on that X-Factor there. Still looked like he got a particle or two in there. Does want to be a little... He should be good now with that. Yeah, worm died. So yeah, blue suit. This will make the reverse full halfy possible. So charging it up right there. Gonna do a quick jump up and then shine spark all the way back. Save some time. And Moo having two supers, but opting to farm a little bit anyway. Moo? I'm thinking of Moo Diddy, not Di10Kong. All these people basically have the same name. I don't know who's who. And Di10Kong just going for the halfy. We'll get a little bit further than the quarter halfy. And a little bit easier to pull off than the full halfy. Yes, Moo, I confused you and Di10Kong. I apologize. So, Di10Kong is going to have his Dragon fight, and we'll see if this is going to be anywhere near the same level. That was a really good fight that Nutella had with Dragon. That's really, really impressive, and it's going to be hard to beat that. But that was a good opening spark there. And that, I'm guessing, may not have worked quite as well. It's kind of hard to see with the stutter sometimes. Does look like he's going to get another spark here. Dragon is down. As Nutella grabbed his plasma beam, he's making his way out. He's going to be heading toward Ice Beam next. It's a very convenient drop-off point here in Meridia to just to head right down into Norfair. Right by Sandbeam? I don't know where that came from. I am so good at words today. Ice Beam, basically the same thing as sand. They're both pretty rough and coarse. As Diddy having a bit of trouble with tiles there. It is a little known fact, some of those tiles are solid. So picking up his final beam, Nutella is going to be racing down to Lower Norfair to take out Ridley. Try not to get the power bombs of shame. Try not to get sat on by Ridley, because that's pretty mean. And it looks like he's actually taking the upper route. Don't know how I feel about this. Nutella is skipping the Nutella refill. That's not allowed. Does have some nice movement through that room though. As Diddy picks up his plasma. Going to be making the same jaunt down into Norfair to get Ice Beam, then into Lower Norfair to do the same thing. And with Space Jump and Pseudo Screw Attack, Lava Dive is free. Thanks for that clip, Mumu. So, Lower Norfair, it's a big health drain if you're bad. And even if you're not bad, it can be a big health drain. So Nutella here looks like he got the speed. Yes, he did. Opting to just do the jump through instead of the spark. That saves energy. Freezing the one pirate. Not quite getting that shot there. But does get the power bomb and is up through the worst room in the game. That is nicely done there. Got to make his way through the amphitheater. There's just a bunch of health sinking rooms and enemies in Lower Norfair. The gold pirates deal 50 damage. These key hunters deal 50 damage. The key hunters also have like 5 million health. And also getting through those pillars like that means Nutella is safe and will not need the power bombs of shame. Yes, Shine Sparking does use energy to work. If you get down to 29 energy, it will not go at all because it converts energy into speed. And Nutella opting to just clip through the spike platform, take all the damage. It's into Ninja Pirates as Diddy gets his Ice Beam, and that was some nice grouping there from Nutella on the ninjas. Oh, I'm not quite getting the powerhouse. But coming up on Ridley, 233, no way anybody would ever die with an energy amount that high. Ridley's easy boss. So what you're looking for is, once again, Super Metroid teaches math. You are aiming for 20 shots on Ridley with this beam combination, and then you're going to try to jump into his feet to make him die faster. It's a little known fact about space pelicans. If they grab things, their heart can't handle it and they just explode. As Diddy making the right choice and doing the lower route to lower Norfair. And Ridley's gone. Good fight there. Nutella making the right choice there and skipping that energy tank. Getting the damage boost off the multi-viola there. I've never done that strat, but it always looks cool. Still gotta be slightly careful. There are still some energy sinks in Lower Norfair to get through. First one coming up here. The Deskygas of Doom. And setting up, but not quite getting the speed ball through there. It's a really cool looking strat. Diddy's working on his fast pillars here. Looking like he got the spark there. Yep. And accidentally taking out the anger on the ceiling. It's not what breaks. But it looks like he's got it set up again here. There he goes. Now he's into the worst room in the game. And that... just disrespecting that pirate, using his head as a means to advance. And Nutella taking it a little safe here at 3 Musketeers. Again, these Key Hunters deal 50 damage. Take 2 fully charged plasma shots to destroy. They are a ridiculously strong enemy. But he's out of there. Nutella is actually really, really good on everything right now. He's got the power bomb for those blocks there. Gets the nice ball boost. He's got his power bomb for this room. Won't need any other power bombs. That's it for power bombs. And now just has to make it up to terrain. It's not... He's good. He does not need to farm anything. Basically, 1 missile short. Full on supers. He's got plenty of energy. The Metroids are going to be dropping everything he needs at this point. There is a farm spot, depending on your ammo counts or energy, that you could use that is on the way. It's not going to be required here for Nutella, but it is a very convenient spot for anyone else who might be lacking in one of their ammo categories, or if they don't want to risk going into terrain with like 29 health. Something like that. Diddy's working his way almost to Ridley. Having 335 energy. Definitely going to make the Space Pelican explode. So yeah, those 3 bugs right there. Good farm spot, but not needed. So Diddy already over halfway down on Ridley. Manipulating him to stay up in the air more. And he should be... That should be the last shot. Yep. So yeah, there's multiple ways to manipulate Ridley. You can try to keep him up in the air. You can do some things to make him try to pogo more. And then when he dies, he's kind of a fun boss because he doesn't die when he hits 0 like any normal thing would. And that's pretty interesting. It's not uncommon for a player to actually defeat Ridley but then have Ridley kill them because he's just hanging around refusing to die. It's really fun. Also, yes, Diddy's internet is having a day. And by Diddy, I mean Di10Kong, not Moo Diddy. And wonderful statue room. And you kind of saw half of the speedball through there. And the statues are so impressed by the horizontal bomb jumping that they just sink. They're just like, we can't handle this. So terrain can go slow, it can go fast, it can go bad. Metroids, while everything about his counts say Nutella should be fine, the Metroids every now and then are just mean with their super drops. You see Nutella running through the first room. We'll see what he does here if he opts to group these. It does look like he's doing. So yeah, already full on energy. He should be okay. You can see opting to use missiles there to farm up some supers a little more. Should be fine in here as well. And full on ammo. Everything worked out great. Diddy using his last power bomb of the game. And Nutella looked like he's going to set up for an attempted baby skip. Metroids are hungry little things. They're just like, I want to eat this blue side hopper. I'm going to eat this purple person. But looks like he's got some good wraparounds there and through. Nice baby skip from Nutella. That saves quite a bit of time. Saves you a couple extra door transitions, an energy refill. The Metroid latching onto you, plus animation of, yeah, it's like, oh, I feel bad. I ate a purple person. And then his stomach gets sick. You skip all that. And working on the Zebetite skip, which, there he goes. It's not a hard trick, but it's like Alcatraz where you can mess it up sometimes, and it's just like, how did anyone ever get this to work in the first place? But Nutella's through. Now, Nutella does have to be a little bit careful. He's only got 335 energy. He needs at least 301 energy to make it through Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam. He can take one hit from things. All of Mother Brain's attacks, her main attacks, the onion rings, the bomb, the little laser eye thing, they all deal 20 damage. So he can hit one of those. If he gets hit by 2 onion rings, it's over. If he gets hit by ketchup beam, it's over. Mother Brain also trying to walk close. Doing some nice dodging here. And just like that, Mother Brain is safely through. Nutella's not going to have any issues from this point on. If you die during the third phase of Mother Brain, you really should cease professional. So Di10Kong entering statue room. watching things explode. And the Metroid does get its revenge and does eat a purple thing. But it decides it doesn't like the color gray and it's just like, eh. And it's like, I'm gonna put purple into purple. It's a little known fact. Metroid teeth can reverse energy drain. That's a thing. So yeah, Nutella's gonna have a very solid time here. Di10Kong's gonna be making his way. There looks like he's being a little bit more cautious, making sure to pick up all the drops from the Metroids here just to make sure he keeps up on everything and won't have any issues. Advancing. So Mother Brain 3, it's basically just a punching bag for Hyper Beam. Which, if you want to win some trivia, you should ask your friends what the strongest, most damage-dealing beam in the game is, because it is not Hyper Beam. It just happens to have a faster firing rate. Kind of helps. And getting that super drop, so full ammo for Diddy. Gonna be good on ammo for his Mother Brain. Well, Murder Beam doesn't count. It's not a real beam. Can't even see it. Nutella jumping up through Space Pirate. Making it through the exploding rooms. And Diddy looks like also setting up for a baby skip attempt here. Getting the Metroid to circle him. Oh, not quite getting the... Bound determined to get the spark. And Diddy not getting the Metroid skip, unfortunately. And that's the downside. A failed baby skip does cost a little bit of time that you spent trying to get through. So that's the downside to trying it. So you'll see Diddy taking the refill here, adding in the extra door transitions as Nutella finishes with a time of 48:22, proving their race best by 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So GG's to Nutella. That was a good run. Very solid all around. It was a very, very nice run. So yeah, make sure to give both runners a follow. As I believe Guile's theme is now playing for reasons. Flop has a different opinion, but that's okay. So Di10Kong just has the Mother Brain here. With much more health, doesn't have to be nearly as safe as Nutella was. Can tank quite a bit of damage here if desired. It's normally not, but you never know. Not having any problem with the catch-up either. Getting down beneath 400 energy. That'll make Mother Brain do the next phase immediately. Actually, while the scene is going on here, let me just recheck here. With that win, Nutella does move to 2-0, which would put him currently into the bracket round, just above Hubert at 2-1, and that does eliminate Di10Kong. Going to be 0-3. But that's going to be a fairly close fight for the second position, because it looks like Vertex has already sewn up a spot. Maybe not. I guess it's possible Vertex may not have, but we'll see about that later. So yeah, once again, Mother Brain's mad. It's like, ah, I don't like my cooking, eat onions. And Diddy's getting Hyper Beam. Going to use the power of friendship to defeat the brain. Opting to stand in the corner. Choose the lag strats. Lag is a feature. It's great. And Mother Brain's down. Just has the escape. And a little thing, just in case you're unaware, in order to run through that first room, you need to land on the ground in Mother Brain's room, and then run through the door while on the ground. And that's how you can run through, otherwise it just doesn't work. Also, fun fact about that room right after Mother Brain, despite the timer going off after Mother Brain, the exploding planet bit is not actually set at that point. It's not set until you touch an invisible... Actually, until you load into that room behind Mother Brain. There is a pointer that loads with that room that causes the event to be set. It's not something you would ever know just playing the game. But there's some random garbage knowledge for you. And Diddy also having trouble getting that spark. So now we get to see if Diddy makes the correct choice here. If he doesn't, he'll be forever shamed. And doing the correct choice, frying the animals. And I'm assuming... Oh, there we go. That's a time for Di10Kong, who finished with a time of 54 minutes even. Good game to Di10Kong as well. Improved their race best by 22 seconds. So good job to both runners. Follow both runners. Special thanks to Speed Gaming for restreaming this race. It's a lot of work that goes into these, so good job to both. I believe we've got another race coming up right after this one. Di10Kong is actually racing again, and I believe it's versus Flop. Yes, Di10Kong versus Flop is coming right up here, so stick around for that. We'll be getting everything set up there, and thanks for putting up with me. I'll go follow all the things.